Welcome back, Warriors of Jigoku. Wow, my voice just went weird there. It's time to finally play Dynasty Warriors 4 on the PlayStation 2. You heard that right, I'm playing it on the PlayStation 2. Not doing any emulator or anything like that. But, it's time to finally hop in, and it's time to finally play some Dynasty Warriors 4. Okay, I can skip stuff now. I was having an issue earlier. I was just like, please? So this isn't really much of a playthrough or anything. I'm not like gonna let cutscenes just do their thing. I'm just doing a casual little playthrough and all that. So just trying to hop through. I had to start this game completely over from the beginning, as you could probably tell from the stats of most of the characters. So that's fun. I ended up losing my memory card for DW3, DW4, and DW5. So I lost the memory card that held all those, I should say. And so that kind of sucks. But we're going to be hopping back in. We're going to be using this. And oh, I love this bodyguard system. Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends was probably still my favorite. I mean, this isn't that much different, especially since you can just choose a class of right here. But we're going to be hopping in with the Jigoku, the girls. So we're probably going to be making them stronger throughout the game. Then I'll do it with another one later on. But I think I got everything good. So let's hop in here. Let's get this going. I had an issue with the controllers earlier. I couldn't, like, get rid of bow mode for some reason. Hopefully it's fixed. Please? I'm, like, scared to get off this horse. Okay. It seems to be going fine now. So, oh my god. This feels so good because the game's playing itself again. I didn't even hit circle. I was nowhere near touching circle. I think it's my PlayStation because I did it with different... I didn't hit triangle either. I think the controls are just not wanting me to do this right now. Please go back to this map. Actually, no. I'm not even hitting any of these buttons. I'm not hitting any of these buttons. The game's playing itself right now. I'm not hitting triangle. I can't. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. I don't know. It's like these past... Last night it was working fine, but for some reason now it's just like... being a little bit on the dumb side. It's making me do things I'm not doing. Like, all those button prompts you were seeing, it wasn't me. Get your ass out of here. But, yeah, that was weird. Classic PlayStation. What can I say? Classic PlayStation 2. And I know it's not a controller because I put in another one just to be sure, just to test it out, and it was still being done. So I don't know. So as I was saying before, PlayStation was being PlayStation. So when I hopped in, voice crack. When I might as well just introduce how I got into Dynasty Warriors real quick. So, for those of you who are PlayStation 2 fans over Xbox original fans, the way I was introduced into this, we had a jam pack which was a bunch of demos of different games, and Dynasty Warriors 3 was actually in that jam pack demo disc. So it was that along with like Final Fantasy X, which was still one of my all-time favorite games, and so I hopped into Dynasty Warriors 3. I was like, this game looks interesting. And you played on the non-mon mission of this game. And then, so I would hop in there, play it with, like, Zhao Yun. I didn't really play much with Zenji. Wasn't really a big fan of her at the time. But I played with Huang Gai and Zhao Yun. And, man, did I have a whale of a time doing it. Granted, it was the same stage over and over again. And they gave you 10 minutes. You couldn't even actually, like, beat the mission unless you rushed the main camp, which was kind of upsetting. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is. It's a demo. So I didn't really get a great experience of the game because of that. So I ended up just playing it on the jam pack from time to time, enjoying it as best I could. And then I stopped on the game for probably about a year. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever, because I'm a kid at the time. So I didn't really have like anything. I didn't have money. I couldn't just get a game or anything. So Instead, my way of playing games, or newish games, were, and this is probably going to get some people nostalgic as well, for anyone who used it like I did. We used Hollywood Video for renting games that were like $7 a week, I believe. I think it was $7 weekly. And they had this rule, which I feel like I should have taken advantage of, because I would have had Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. And so first I got Samurai Warriors, and that's what really got me into the franchise. Samurai Warriors was actually the #1, so now that I have this, I'll probably hop back into it and play some of that. I'll play some Yukimura, play some Hanzo, play some Kunoichi, some Nobunaga. But yeah, I ended up playing that first, and I ended up falling in love with the franchise. In my opinion, I felt like that game was a little harder than Dynasty Warriors 3. Ow, bastard. And so I ended up doing that. I ended up renting Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends so I can get a better feel for it. And I actually, honestly, had no idea that at the time, because I'm a kid and I'm dumb, I never really paid attention to the titles as well, that there were two completely different versions of Dynasty Warriors 3. Obviously, the original, which is what I have, and Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends, which is what I wish I had, because that one is actually probably my absolute favorite version of Dynasty Warriors 3. And it's up there in my top 3 loved games. So my top 3 are actually Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, because of all the customization options you can do, and it really helped me like make my characters that I wanted come to life. And so I did that. I ended up making them and having a whale of a time. I'm still going to be doing videos on that as well. And then I also did the next one is probably going to be Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends was just so much fun to me. It was like a weird step, because it had like, when you did Extreme Legends, they all had their own unique stories and everything. Now they usually keep to just like the regular timeline and everything, so it gets kind of meh. So when they did Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends with the other characters like Lubu, Diao Chan, and stuff, it was really fun to me because it was something completely different. Well, now that I look back on it, I wasn't aware of all this timeline before that, but it was just something completely different. And my favorite thing about that game was the bodyguard system, where you could have, where you could literally just like pick whatever weapon that you wanted for them, whatever certain weapon, excuse me, and then you could also have an officer join you as well on the battlefield, which is another great idea. I wish they kind of still brought that back. I'm still waiting for the bodyguard system in general from Extreme Legends 3 to be brought back. But there was just so much about that game I ended up liking, and then I mixed it together with the original, and it was a whale of a time. So, and obviously this is going to be number 3 for me on the list, because I played this game probably the most during my time. Alright, I can skip this stuff now. I couldn't even skip the cutscenes earlier. I'm just going to make sure I don't touch the bow button. I think I still have it, I think I still have it, like, in my save files. So I'll probably put a clip of me just fucking around with the bow because I couldn't get out of it. Oh, yeah, I should probably go help him real quick. Actually, I think I could take this guy out. I'm pretty sure he'll live for, like, a couple minutes. Haha, you thought you could run me over with that little gray? That little bitch-ass horse, but joke's on you. That horse is a bitch, like I said. It's a total bitch. What's up, Huang Xiao? I love that grab. I like the grabs in this game. I like how they made them grabs in this game. So Huang Gai is not really a huge favorite of mine. He was just one of the very first characters that introduced me. Like I said, because of the jam pack, he was one of the only 3 characters you could play as. So I already pretty much went deep into Shu. I think I'm on the last chapter with Shu story already, so I think I'm just going to do Wu's and then maybe do Wei's, and I'll see whoever else I don't have done and maybe do that. Actually, I was thinking making like just another whole series with this game. Ow, bastard. I made a custom character just last night because I was like, inspiration. So I ended up making a pretty cool looking male character. There isn't much customization as you see nowadays in Dynasty Warriors games with custom characters. So I was thinking possibly using that custom character, going into free mode, and then just like do all the battles in order. So I think I'll probably do that as well. I think that'd be a really cool idea. So like do like the Yellow Turban Menace, then the Yellow Turban Fortress, and then the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and then keep going from there. Then go like Hulao Gate and everything. I think that'd be a really good idea. So I think I'll probably do that. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Jeez. Been a little coughly lately. A little bit on the coughing side. Oh. He just hopped at me. Well, actually, he was hopping at the commander, but... Ow, bastard. And this one actually was really cool. Oh, boy, it's doing it again. Here we go. Here we go. Is it the shit fest this time? Can we don't? Can we don't? At least let me finish these guys off, and then you can fuck up. So that way I can fix my thing again for the, like, literally the 4th time. That's where it was showing signs for me, and then it made me go into bow mode, and then I was absolutely just getting fucked by everyone. I was like, wow, you just had to do it when there's enemies around, too. Love you, too, game. Hopefully I can just finish at least this stage. This is all I'm wanting, is to at least finish this stage. And then maybe I can figure out what the fuck's going on with it. Because I know it's not it's like probably a controller port thing. But, like, I know it's not my controllers. Because I did it with 2 different controllers, and it was still being stupid. So I think it's just my PlayStation being dumb. Which is sad, because it was working very well last night. Which is probably when I should have recorded this. But, you know, whatever. I was tired. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be ecstatic. Ecstatic. What are you talking about? He's fine. I'm right here. If you somehow die while I'm right next to you, I'm actually going to be a little bit triggered. Which I don't think will happen, because I'm right next to him. And no one's attacking him, so... When I first played this mission, I actually did let him die once, because I was like, what am I supposed to do? I thought he actually was, like, seeing as how he was sitting in there with the storm, I thought that he died because of the, like, the lightning or something. I was like, nothing was around him. And now that I actually pay attention, because when you're a kid, you kind of don't pay attention to every detail. But now I'm like, I'm 22, and I'm looking around, I'm noticing all these things, and I'm like, oh, so that's why you died. It was because of an ambush that they did in the castle. So I was like, makes sense. And this guy's not frickin' helping. Hello there, sir. I actually got through this much faster than my previous run. I did another one just to, like, get the feel for the game again, because it's like a night and day difference between, like, this game and then when you're, like, religiously playing Dynasty Warriors 9 or Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. It is actually a bit of a difference. Gotta make sure I get that weapon. Oh! I was trying to keep him juggled so I can keep my combo going. It's okay. I got the 102, though. Ha! I already got the 102. Kuno, look out! Oh, sorry, Sheena and Kuno. Alright, let's go take you out. Let's take you out. Whoops. Yeah, and so for some of these, you can't actually, like, track them or anything, so that's actually a little bit on the awkward side. Oh, hang on, give me 1 second. Okay. Let's finish this up. Okay, nice grab. Thought I heard Yu Ying. Please? There we go. I don't know why, but sometimes juggling off the ground when they're already on the ground, or not being able to, I feel like it's just like a little more classic to me, instead of just like scraping them off the floor or something. I don't know why. I kind of like the way the original games still work. I like Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8 and everything. I don't mind 6. I know people would disagree. I mostly hate it because of the Renbu system, but other than that, it wasn't that bad of a game. But yeah, I as much as I like those games, for some reason the classics just have something that pulled me in. I'm not really... I can't say all the classics because I wasn't a huge fan of 2. But with 3 Extreme Legends and 4 being my top 3, I'd have to say these are just... I don't know why. Just something about them, the classic feel to them just feels so good. And I love it. There's something interesting about them each for like those 2 games that really made me want to just like keep playing them. You flaming idiots! Probably one of my favorite lines of all Dynasty Warriors. Grab your ass and... Ow, bastard. Ow, bastard. Alright, so what I need to do here... oh my god, stop it. I need to go take out Zheng Bao first, because he's going to go after... or no, he's going to retreat if I go take out his other officer, so... Oh, whoops, I need to jump down here. Man, Sun Quan's only got 50. What a weak. Wait. Oh. Thought they were going to try to attack. They are attacking me. They were trying to fake me out. Oh. Ugh. Alright, let's head over to Zheng Bao. It's crazy with the amount of kills you get nowadays, with the number of kills you get now, like in this game. It's pretty crazy to me. Though I feel like this kind of does make more sense. Like, the other officers can actually, like, make progress without you, which is kind of a feature I kind of liked. Yeah, it means less action for you, but for some reason, because I like how they were mentioning, like a realistic kind of feel for 9, and yet you have to, in that they're making one officer do all the work. And I'm not saying they could stop doing that, because it does make the game more fun, but sometimes you can just drag out something really quickly. So, there's reasons why I like this. Like, if the morale's high enough, the officers will just handle it themselves. And then... Man, a lot of throat issues today. They just be doing it. They just could handle themselves. In this one, you like need to finish these objectives in Dynasty Warriors 9 or something like that. And it's you doing it's in Dynasty Warriors 9 you doing all the work, and 4 it's you doing work but them actually putting in work as well, which is what I like about this over Dynasty Warriors 9. Like I mentioned, yes, it's a little less action, but at the same time, I'm more of a fan of this, because I don't have to like keep sweating over like I gotta go here, and it's like an hour-long thing, because that's usually how long the battles are. Sometimes it could be like 30 minutes at most if you just like speed through it, but sometimes it could be up to an hour, and that's just like that's crazy. Let's not make that happen. But I'm glad I was finally at least able to record this. Jeez Louise, it took. You have no idea behind the scenes how frustrating that was. Did we at least level up the weapon once? Hey. It's either, I think it's level 4 when I get his other weapon. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm balls deep into... No, actually, no. Campaign to get for Chengdu is actually... I think that's just when he actually gets... When he's getting Chengdu. So I think actually I'm not that far. I just looked at the stages cleared and I was like, oh, that was a lot. But if you end up doing all of them... Like, because they do multiple stages in acts. So, in Act 1, there's 3, and then in Act 2, I think there's going to be 2. Like, they do multiple stages, so I need to make sure I keep that in mind. Sun Jian's army defeats Zheng Liang, thereby driving back the Yellow Turban forces. Thanks to this victory, word of the hero Sun Jian of Jiangdong spreads throughout the camp. In response, the Yellow Turban forces take up a defensive position within Zheng Bao's fortress in hopes of repelling any further attacks by the Imperial Army. Meanwhile, the leader of the Yellow Turbans, Zheng Jiao, continues to gather his forces for the final battle. It's weird because it really does feel like Zheng Jiao kind of gives off that like final boss kind of feel. Like, it's especially with the fact that when you I'm not going to do the mission yet. I'm just hopping into it and probably thinking what character I want to do next, because I'm not going to stick with just one guy. I want to try to put some diversity in these. So, like I mentioned, I got to start all over. All the officers are here if you use the Extreme Legends version first, and then just load up the original as well. I think next I'll probably do... It's hard because I want to keep it like within like the old people thing, like how they did in 9 with Huanggai, Han Dong, Chengpu, and Sun Jian, but there's no one really else here, so I'll probably just do Sun Ce, and then just go to Sun Jian for the rebellion. But I think I'll probably actually do Hatanaka. That's the character I just now made, and I think I'll just go through the entire game, like in free mode with him. That way I can do all the stages, and that way I can keep playing as one character. But at the same time, I want to keep it diverse with characters, so I think I'll just do it like this, and then just do Hatanaka with something completely different. So, holy smokes, it feels so good playing this game again. I love this game to death. Like I said, top 3 Dynasty Warriors games for me, so it's very good to come back into this. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching this. There's definitely going to be more to come in the future. I'll see you guys later.